Sunday, still here in my church attire, gonna give you a quick tour of the tiny farm. So let's get started with the broccoli. It has a really nice head growing already. If you can look, the side shoots are there, ready to go. It's gonna be the second harvest. Here's the other broccoli plant that I'll probably harvest next week, or when they start getting loose and a flower pops up like in the last video. And here is the cauliflower. The plant's looking really nice, but no head forming yet. I always look really deep into these plants because that's where the aphids like to start out. And if you don't catch them soon enough, it'll be too late. They'll already be destroying your plants. And these later transplanted broccoli are also showing. Welcome back. Let me break down this fog ponics thing that I keep talking about in the last video. So conventional farming, you're growing in soil. And in hydroponics, you're growing in water. So the roots are suspended in a nutrient solution of water and nutrients. And they also have an air pump or air stone pumping bubbles so that the roots also get the oxygen and carbon dioxide they need. What's great about hydroponics is that it takes 90% less water than conventional farming. And you can grow them closer together so you get more produce per square foot. So a step further than that is aeroponics, which was really researched really hard by NASA to try to grow food in space where you have limited water. And they did it where it's 98% less water needed than conventional farming. And then a step further than that is what I'm doing outside in the patio. It's fog ponics or ultraponics. The difference is, the theory behind it is that if you can get the water nutrient molecules a certain size, a supersol measured in microns, the size that matches the intake for the roots, then you can deliver everything it needs without the roots having to work so hard. So they can use that energy that they're saving on growing more food. There's two ways that this is done. One is through a high pressure misters, and it just, really strong high water pressure through a really fine mister that gets it to that small micron sized particle. And then what I'm doing outside, which is using ultrasonic sound to break up the water molecules into a bunch of small water molecules, and that's what creates the fog. So it's a fogger. It's usually used for like Halloween stuff, I think. But you can get it at Amazon for under $15, so way better than spending the infrastructure to power a high pressure water system. So I'm doing it because trying to reestablish the connection between people's food, where it comes from. So I'm getting broccoli right off of my balcony, and most people are getting it from the grocery store, where it is harvested in another country, then stored and put into boxes to ship to our country, and then goes to a distribution center, then into all the grocery stores, to the back of the grocery store until the employees put it out on the shelves, and then you get it. So there's a lot of time and a lot of nutrients that are lost in that process. And if we can really simplify making it easy for everyone to grow it wherever, then I'm trying to do that. Another reason is that I just like watching things grow. So I'm gonna start out by just planting some arugula, Cimarron red romaine lettuce, Paris Island romaine lettuce, Hanson lettuce, and butter crunch lettuce into sandwich bags with a wet paper towel. And I'll put that in the fridge for 12 hours, then out of the fridge into a dark cabinet for 12 hours, and back and forth. And within 4 to 10 days, they all should have roots and maybe even their first leaves coming out. So first, I cut these napkins in half, and then you just soak them in water a bit. Just using a plastic plate as a tray. And then I'll take some of the arugula, pour it on this napkin so I can pour it back into the bag if too many fall out. Oh yeah, too many fell out. So I'm gonna put down 6 arugula plants. So I'm gonna get my little toothpick, or giant toothpick, if it's even a toothpick, a skewer is what you would call it, is what is actually called. And I'm just gonna put 6 arugula seeds spaced out on here. You can do a bunch of seeds, you can not be as organized, you can just throw them in there and that works, but I guess I'm OCD about seeds. And then some people, they close it, which I don't do because the roots will shoot through the paper towel. So I just take it like this as is and have one side open to the plastic, and the roots can't get through the plastic, so they just stay free and are easy to transplant. Trying to get to the bottom of the bag without disturbing all the seeds. Yeah, time lapse this. This is taking way longer than I was hoping. Ah! 6 seeds. I will just write arugula on it. Arugula. And I'll take the leftover seeds. That's why I already pre-creased this napkin so that I can easily put the seeds back and conserve them for next time I'm going to germinate. And I will do that with the rest of them. So, time lapse now. So here are the germination bags. Got the butter crunch here, Hanson lettuce, the Paris island romaine, the arugula. I realized later I should write it on the other side, but you live and you learn and you do better. So the later ones are on the correct side. So this is the Cimarron red romaine, and you always face it with the paper towel side up, so that the roots go down and into the plastic and can't penetrate the plastic and are easy to just take out and transplant. Right here are the seeds I bought off Amazon. They are out of focus, but they're homegrown heirloom seeds. There's a 20 greens kit. All of these different seeds. I grew maybe half of them, but yeah. Ta-da! here we are in the kitchen where you see me doing a lot of cooking, and you will understand why. So a little history and geography for you on me. I am been back living here for over a year in my hometown where I was born and raised, San Diego, California. And before that, I was living in Las Vegas with my cousin Nina. And before that, I was in Orange County with my fam, Aaron and Des. And before that, I was in Europe for 8 months, living out of a suitcase. And for that, I lived in the Bay for 6 years. So I've been away from home a lot. But I always come back, and this time coming back, I really took time to spend with my family. So on a good day, I'll go to the gym super early in the morning before the sun even comes out, get home, make and have breakfast with my mom, take my brother to work, and then have my mom's lunch pack for when she goes off to teach at the college. And then before 5, I have a healthy home-cooked meal ready for my dad when he gets home. So that's kind of what I've been doing this year. And since I've been in one spot for the first time in a long time, I'm putting down roots figuratively and literally outside, doing the plant thing that you see a lot of as well. So I germinated those seeds. I'm going to germinate more seeds. I'll show you the progress of it, but I'm getting them started so that I can replace everything in the grow box right now by the end of January, and get him growing before I peace out of the USA. And I'll let you know more about that on the next video. Peace.